As the Honourable Lady points out, we inherited a £22 billion black hole from the previous government.
Given the fiscal inheritance we've been left, the Chancellor has had to make some very difficult decisions.
We have inherited an extremely difficult fiscal situation, meaning we cannot undo everything they did. But the Prime Minister has been clear, those with the broadest shoulders should bear the heavier burden.
The Minister referred to the £22 billion black hole in the public finances left by the party opposite.
We discovered, as he said, a £22 billion black hole in the public finances that have been left by the previous government.
COVID disaster cost the country between £315 and £415 billion. Can the Minister explain how it is that even her own questionable figure of a £22 billion black hole isn't a great deal higher?
Damage to pensioners' livelihoods from the last government's economic incompetence and their decision to cover up the £22 billion black hole in public finances.
My honourable friend is absolutely right to remind us of the dire inheritance that this government has faced. £22 billion of unfunded commitments.
10 years ago, the now Chancellor argued in this House that winter fuel payments should be means-tested and cut for, and I quote, the richest pensioners. The Chancellor's 10-year campaign has now come to fruition, and she's proposed removing winter fuel payments from pensioners on just £13,000 a year. Can I ask the Chancellor, does she still think that a pensioner on £13,000 a year is rich?
And a £22 billion black hole in the public finances.
During the general election, the Labour Party committed to bringing down energy bills by £300. Now the election is over, energy bills are going up by some 10%. So on behalf of the British electorate, and especially the 10 million pensioners who are having their winter fuel payments taken away, can the Minister confirm to the House that this £300 cut is still their policy?
The government have inherited a mess. We know that the centre of that mess is a £22 billion hole left in the public finances by the previous government.
The state of the finances that we inherited, the £22 billion in-year black hole, it is the recklessness of the previous government which has had a direct impact on his constituents' living standards. Just how much damage the Conservatives' recklessness in 2022 caused families in North Warwickshire and beyond.
Pensioners will continue to benefit from free eye tests, free prescriptions and free bus passes. And those pensioners most in need will continue to receive winter fuel payments alongside the pension credit.
And yet, within the first few days of coming to office, the Chancellor managed to spend over £22 billion very quickly by setting up Great British Energy, by setting up a national wealth fund, and by giving in to the pay demands of her party's union paymasters. Is it not the case that this Chancellor has made the chilling political choice to balance the books of this country on the very frailest shoulders? Yeah.